Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, and welcome to another Abyssal Legendary Hero Battle. Today we are taking down the Underground Lord, Yuri. We are descending into the depths of the Garreg Mach Monastery seedy underbelly to earn these gold false Tagwell ears and defeat the dastardly leader of the Ashen Wolves house. And funny enough, for how troublesome of a unit Yuri is in all sorts of modes like Aether Raids and Summoner Duels, he's actually not that bad on this particular map. He does have his foul play, which can be annoying, and if he initiates on you, if you don't have a dedicated tank to deal with him, he will probably take out your unit. Someone like a blue tank like Brave Hector or maybe Brave Dimitri could probably tank him, but otherwise he will melt a lot of units. But other than that, he's not doing a whole lot. He's certainly not as troublesome as Robin, who was causing a lot of issues just by existing, and Yuri doesn't even start moving for a while, so he's actually fairly simple to play around, as long as you keep his range in mind and don't get too close to him. He does have a fair number of reinforcements that kind of spawn from all over, but the map is fairly open, gives you a lot of room to work with, so overall it's not too bad. So with that said, let's quickly go over our units. We are sending in the church to take care of our little infestation here. And leading the charge, as always, is our dear Professor Byleth. However, now he has awakened the true power of the Creator Sword, and with that he will be able to destroy all his foes. Yeah, we have modified his build to something that more suits the Creator Sword now. It does have damage reduction and DR Pierce, as well as a lot of extra stats, which is really powerful. We do need some more skills in the future to buff up our build, but for now he is just specializing in a melee duelist build, stacking his attack and speed and running Time's Pulse and Spurn so that he can fire off powerful Vital Astras to protect himself with the damage reduction and tear through enemies with that damage reduction piercing effect on his weapon. He also could run something like Distant Dart or Distant Pressure to counterattack enemies at range. However, since we are running a far save tank, it's fine to just specialize him more on a melee focused build this time around. And supporting us is our wonderful assistant Sedith, who is mostly here to support with his spear and drive attack and speed def rain. However, guard bearing does let him take some key hits, which lets him bait out enemies so that he can clean them up afterwards. Our far save unit this time around is Ignatz. Just thought it would be fun to bring him out. He's just running his standard speed tank set, nothing too noteworthy here. And finally, our dear professor is supported by his wonderful father, Papa Gerald. Similarly, he's just running his standard build, although we did swap out Rouse Attack Def for Attack Smoke 4 so that we don't have to worry as much about the positioning effect, and it also just buffs up his def and res so that he can take more hits on the magical side of the spectrum, which is helpful on this map. So with all that out of the way, let us take to the sewers and deal with our little rat problem. No hate to Yuri, I actually do like him quite a lot, but he has decided to stand against our dear professor, and so he must be taught a lesson. We are going to give him detention, possibly extra classwork, but I'm sure he will live. And this map, again, Yuri is tricky with how hard he hits, but if you initiate on him, he's not really doing much, and he can get the jump on you with his fetters giving him an extra movement, but he really doesn't change too much from his base version, and with how prominent his base version is, you're probably used to dealing with him and his tricks and the way he plays already, so he really shouldn't catch you off guard too badly. And as long as you remember that despite the fact he looks like a infantry unit, he really behaves more like a cavalry unit, he shouldn't be too difficult to deal with. So we're going to start by having Ignatz rally our professor, give him a boost to his attack and speed, and he's just going to move into space here and bait these guys out. And then we're going to move Papa Geralt up as well, but we're going to leave Seteth where he is to support Byleth while not getting too close so that our solos trigger. Green Mage attacks, but Ignatz intercepts. Take a little bit of damage, but we will fire back twice, finish him off, work towards charging our Aether up. And the Lance Cavalier attacks Byleth, but our special is charged, our damage reduction is ready, and we reduce most of that damage down by over a third, and then we fire off 2 hits, the second one takes him down. Sword Fighter attacks, and again our Vital Astral was charged from that second hit on the last guy, so we take him down as well. We do eventually want to upgrade to Times Pulse 4, but for now, the way the enemies are bulky enough that they survive that first hit is letting us charge up on the second hit and keep Vital Astra online for our attacks anyway, so it's not a huge deal. But next we're going to have Papa Geralt move up and take out the Red Cavalier. Bam, one-shot him. Drop the attack smoke, buff ourselves up, and then move right back down here where we were. And this Blue Manakete is the main reason we really wanted that res as well for Geralt, so that he can tank this Manakete a little better. But for now we're going to just leave him like so. He won't be tanking the Manakete yet, but we do want him in position. And next we're just going to have Ignatz move up, and we're going to rally. Doesn't really matter, but we're just going to leave things like that and pass turn. Axe Cavalier rushes down Geralt instead, and we can't finish him off, but we do drop him down by a lot and again trigger that smoke. And the Green Thief attacks Ignatz, take him out as well. And that's why I said we didn't have to worry about the Blue Manakete yet, because the Axe Cavalier is just kind of in the way. We're going to have Ignatz finish off the Axe Cav. Bam. There we go. And now Geralt can move in and take on the Blue Manakete without taking too much damage, thanks to his buffs. Hit him with the Aether, and down he goes. And we'll move back as well. We're going to have Seteth move Ignatz out of the way, but we do want to leave our Professor here instead. Blue Mage attacks. Once again, Ignatz ready to intercept. Takes a good chunk of damage, but we're now ready to hit back with the Aether. Healed right back to where we were. Didn't finish the job, but we did do a good chunk. And now Byleth takes on the Sword Fighter. Even without our solo skills active, we have enough to finish him off. Solo's definitely not ideal for Byleth, but they work fine for this map. Eventually we do want to upgrade those as well though. But for now we're going to have Seteth reposition Papa Geralt, who's going to move up and take out Yuri. Again, if you initiate on him, he's not really doing a whole lot. And take him out. We're going to move Geralt back over to here, and then we're going to have Byleth pull him back so that he can intercept the Lance Knight from hitting Ignatz, who would be able to actually reach us thanks to charge on Assault Troop. And then we're just going to leave Ignatz where he is so that he can protect everyone without putting himself in too much danger. Alright, that Blue Mage got healed up a little bit, but the Green Bow moves down to attack. We tank, and again, don't quite get the kill, but manage to keep Seteth alive, which is the most important thing. Lance Knight attacks into Geralt, hits us with a Moonbow for 0 damage still. Geralt is just way too tanky for this. And now it's just cleanup. we're going to have Ignatz take out the Lance Knight. Pow! Armor versus armor. Down you go. And we'll send Byleth to take out the Green Flyer. Keep him out of the way of that blue mage, though, just to be safe. And now we will send Seteth up to take out the green bow. Double him, take him down. And now we're going to move Geralt over just to keep him nearby for Seteth's spear. Blue mage attacks Seteth. Does a good chunk, but we do reduce that with guard bearing. And now we can't quite get the kill. However, we can have Geralt reposition Ignatz up and then move over, and now Seteth can finish off the blue mage. We also could have just attacked the blue mage with Geralt. That would have worked as well. Lots of ways to just clean up here at the end. We'll just move Byleth over by Ignatz, and he can just keep everyone protected. The Troubadour is hurting him, but not really enough to finish him off, so we are safe. And now we'll just have our Professor finish the job. Vital Astra, show us a demonstration, Professor. Bam, 99 damage, down you go. No issues. There we go, fairly simple. And with that, we have earned our prize. Not something I particularly want, but another cool victory for our wonderful angel army. So, again, one of the simpler maps that we've had recently. Not too difficult. Again, just kind of have to keep positioning in mind, but otherwise, even the reinforcements aren't too troublesome to deal with this time around. But anyway, thank you guys as always so much for watching, and until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon and the Angel Army signing out.